Day to everybody out there. Hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. I personally am having a great Sunday afternoon, although last week the Bengals won. This week they did not. So don't have any good news on that front, but I do have plenty of other good news. So hope you have some great things coming up for you in the coming week. I have a great big week. I've been working on a particular project for work. We have a large hybrid conference where we're actually bringing in, it's actually an aviation conference in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we've got a nice setup that's socially distanced. And what's fun about it is it's also broadcasting out globally. So in this new world, this event would typically take place only in Cincinnati, but now it's a great new opportunity. So looking forward to that this week. We started today. I watched a lot of the broadcast remote, and that was a good time, and just really ties in with some of the things I've been experiencing over the last 6 months here personally. I'm starting to broadcast myself, testing the waters, finding out what that means to be a part of a global community. And so many of you know, and most likely if you're here, you're in my feed, you know that I am working on my second book called Live with the Light 365, and it's a special book. You might have read it to say Live with the Light 365, which is just fine because that is a great choice to make, is to live with the light. But it's also great to go live with the light and share some of your inspiration, some of your joy, some of your delight. And so my question for you today is, what is your favorite quote? Do you have a favorite quote? Howdy, Mr. Gassert. I actually call this gentleman Mr. Delight. I'm not Mr. Delight. You are Mr. Delight. Mark Gassert, you own that title. I just happen to be the guy who wrote Customer Delight. You are Mr. Delight. For those of you out there looking for some quality sales training, Mark Gassert has a great organization called Sales Concepts, and he teaches how to build great relationships, and that's what's most important. Yes, Mark, you are Mr. Delight. I already told you that. I gave you the moniker a number of weeks ago. You are delightful. I enjoy your broadcasts. You are a giver and somebody who really just makes people feel great, and that's what I love about you, Mark. You're a good man, and you make people feel good, and that's kind of what the book Customer Delight, Live with Delight is about bringing joy, about bringing just positive energy into the world. I know we're inundated right now with so much negativity, so much concern, so much uncertainty. I think they say when where you train your eyes or your gaze, say when you're driving, you'll drift to that. And so I think when we gaze towards the negativity or we engage in the negativity, we actually drift towards that negativity. And so that's my hope with this book, is that in 2021, Live with Delight will be a great opportunity for people to gaze at a positive message, something that's going to just bring joy, bring inspiration. And so real quick before I jump into this, great comment from Mr. Gassert. Do you like me calling you Mr. Gassert, or do you want me to call you Mark or Mr. Delight? Thank you, Brian. Being around people of your caliber make things very positive indeed. Hey, we feed off of each other, and that's what's really cool is I know you're a big fan, most likely, of Napoleon Hill. And they talk about the sum of two minds, the sum of two spirits always adds up to more than the sum of its parts. And so that's what this book's really about, is really just creating a quantum shift for the world. When more people can get involved, we can get more than the sum of our parts. And so, Mark, appreciate you coming in and listening here. So Live with Delight, go to the website. Mark, you're in on the book, I believe. I know you're busy right now. You're rocking, booking new business. But the way this works is very much like Customer Delight. There's a daily quote, and after that quote, I share a passage. I call it Brian's Take, and in the new book, it'll be called Brian's Gift. I never liked the word take, but I was willing to move forward. Actually, I deliberated going way back to when I wrote the book. I was like, well, it's my take. It's my take on it. But I never liked the word take, but I never came up with a better word. And I still wanted to move forward with my book. And I'm like, I'm not going to not move forward with my book because of something as simple as that. It is my take. I was like, is it Brian's perspective or is it Brian's, in my humble opinion, whatever it was? Yeah, I love Napoleon Hill. Definitely been an impact on so many that we're still talking about him. And that's what some of this is about, is that, document your inspiration, document your ideas, and it'll be around. I actually wrote the book in like 2013 through 2015, but it went out in 2016. But then I write my take. But what I'm going to do different this time is I'm going to give you an opportunity to pick out your favorite quote and you provide the gift. So it's going to be Mark's favorite quote and Mark's gift, and that'll be his passage. Here's an example from the book. Oh, and this is perfect because it ties in with my message. This is one from June 13. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. That's from Arthur Ashe. And here's Brian's gift. We all have so much more to offer than we can ever imagine. Build on what you have because it's the only foundation you can build on. Unfortunately, most mistake digging a hole as being the same thing as being in a hole. If your company can't afford postage for thank you cards, try saying thank you in person. Fill your hole with gravel until you can afford concrete. Use what you got. So that's kind of how the book works. And that's what I'm hoping you'll get involved with in the book. For those who want to be involved, there is a fee for it. It's $100. You get a page. You get to be listed as an author on the book. You'll get a bunch of other gifts, like a copy of PDF copy of this book, an ebook version of it, and you'll get a copy of the book Live with Delight when it comes out. You'll have access to author rate copies of it so you can distribute to your friends. And the goal is to have it out for the holidays, for holiday gifts. But I talk about how you can make a difference in the world. And I want to give a shout out to my buddy, Sam Wilder. It's actually my dad's buddy. I'm not going to steal him from my dad, but Sam's a great man. He had a magazine called Positive 365. And then he came up with this number of years ago, and it definitely inspired me in Customer Delight 365. But what Sam did is for 1 year, every day he picked a quote and he posted it to Facebook. I believe he would write a few notes about it as well. Wasn't necessarily as formal as I did, but he really thought about it every day. He asked himself, what am I thinking about? What's on my mind? And he would pick a quote that meant something to him. And so then, so at the end of the year, he decided to compile those quotes into this little book here. And I clearly have been inspired by this. But let me get a comment. This is from my godmother, Mary Jo. Thanks for stopping in. You inspire me, Brian. You offered your help to my friend who is a stranger to you, expecting nothing in return. I love you, man. I love you too, Mary Jo. And it sounds like they were able to get that working. And you may not know this, Mary Jo, but I call myself the AV ambassador. And I'm an ambassador to anything that's got a cable connected to it. After 25 years in the audiovisual world, I'm willing to help people out wherever I can. And ends up they were able to handle it themselves, but definitely wanted to help out if that was the need. Thanks for stopping in. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I normally do with my book. I'm going to pick a just random out of quote from here. Oh, and I love this. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Sam. I forgot about this. He has these pictures here, and I don't know. I think this might be Sam's artwork. Very cool. And it's next to a quote from Albert Einstein. It says, "Your imagination is the preview to life's coming attractions." Whew, that's a good one. I'm going to have to get out Sam's book more often. And I don't know who you are. I bet you that's Amanda, but I'm guessing. But whoever it is, you are amazing. Whoever it is, I'm sure it's somebody I love. And so I'm just having a blast here. I wanted to give it a quick connect. You guys got to get yourself in the book. Mark's going to be in the book. Got Eric Bam Burns is going to be in the book. Randy Chafee has got 4 pages in the book. He's a shark, we call him. He always overdoes everything he does. Is this Amanda? Was I right? I don't know. I'd have to go to the feed. I think, let's see, what do? I think you go to facebook.com/StreamYard or StreamYard.com/Facebook. I never remember which one it is, but that's probably Catherine. Is it Catherine? I'm guessing right now. I guess I should go look at my feed. But am I wrong? Am I guessing wrong again? StreamYard.com/Facebook or Facebook.com/StreamYard. I can never remember. Hi, Catherine? It is. You should come on the show with me today. Why don't I send you a link? Do you want to come on the show? You're like, no. But the really cool thing about life right now is you can actually, I love this. I come up here. I think last time I broadcast, I just ordered, yeah, she'll come on the show. Let me go ahead and send you a link. Invite. I'm just going to go ahead and put this out here. And if any, for whoever's out there, they can just join. There's the link, Catherine. Mark, you're welcome to jump in and if you want to. But I'm going to get rid of this picture here so it is not covering anybody up. Let's see. This is fun. I got all this stuff loaded up here. Trying to become an expert here, using all the fun stuff. While we wait for Catherine to jump on, contributor benefits listed as a co-author, ability to connect book to Amazon author page. You're building a legacy. You inspire delight. Did I write co-authors? Co-authors club membership. I got a Facebook group where we can help inspire each other. Mark posts his videos there. And let me take that off there. No. That one's more fun. Sure. All right. I'm glad whoever said sure you're buying 20 pages. Well, I see. It went to, that's interesting. Invite, copy. Oh, it went to YouTube is what it does. But I'll send you an email. That's interesting. Yeah, you can only, it goes to YouTube only, I learned. Or maybe I can get on the Facebook feed here. It'll tell me I'm live or not. Yeah, it will. All right, Catherine, I'm actually going to email it to you because I think that's easier to do. Although my computer runs slow and I'm streaming. Catherine Gardette. All right, slow computer. Doesn't have a subject, FYI. right, am I still streaming? All right, check your email in a moment. I think it'll be there shortly. Looks like it went out. All right, so if you're still with us, looks like I've lost everybody, but we'll see who shows back up. Let me get rid of that picture again. So, for those who are out there, what's your favorite football team and what kind of success have they had recently? My team has not had any success in 30 plus years. Cincinnati Bengals last playoff win, I believe, was 1989, 1990. Hello, Catherine.
Hello, Brian. So I'm shutting down my Facebook so I'm not double echoing.
How are you today?
I am just wonderful. How are you?
Fabulous. Thanks for jumping on board. I knew I could count on you.
It's interesting. It was the first time I was on the Facebook after I had posted finishing my needlepoint. I said, oh, there's my buddy Brian. I'm going to say, listen in.
Is your needlepoint nearby?
No, it isn't. It's in the other room. It's the one, it's the vote with the civic responsibilities. I'm now ready to take it off and transform it into a necklace.
Ah. Oh, so you just do them on one large thing and then take them off after the fact? Is that what you normally do, or is
that isn't what I normally do? And my hands actually realize that's not what I normally do. I normally do them one at a time. But that was a piece of foundation that I had on a frame for a long time. I just said, I'll see if it'll work, and it did.
Do you have any needlepoint nearby that you can show everybody?
I have actually I do. Of course I do. This is the symbol that I'm needle pointing.
It's gorgeous.
It's the symbol of civic responsibility. And the proverb is, it is my duty to help build up, not tear down my state.
Well, that seems like a very good proverb.
It does.
Yeah, Catherine, is what I love about your needle art is it's always got a message. Needlepoint, I'm sorry. It's art. It's needle art.
It is. But
it's always got a message, and it's always timely, and people ask you about it, and it's always on point. There you go.
Thank you. It is. It's to the point. Yep. I like taking traditional needle art forms and making them petite so they can travel around to the meetings that you and I travel to. And still, scientifically, it's known that if you do something with your hands, whether it's writing, which is the most important thing if you need to take notes versus working on your computer, or if you are a crafter to craft while you're in a meeting, it is that additional aspect that has things stay in your mind and linger. So that's a little tidbit if you want to really let something set in your mind while you're listening. Do a little hand activity. It could even be doodling.
No, I think that's super cool. I mean, it's kind of like when you write your notes and different. Come on here. Say hi to Kat.
Hi.
Hello, Ella Grace. How are you today?
Good.
How was your first day of council?
We're broadcasting, okay? Just so you know.
Good.
Great.
Dad, have you ordered the pizza?
Yeah, I did order the pizza.
When is it coming?
Probably in about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Hi, you're having pizza for dinner. By the way, Fireside has a great special right now. It has a garlic base.
Does it have $6.99 for a medium with one topping deal?
No, it does not.
We went Marco's tonight. We went quantity over quality. Nothing wrong
But
with
will it have the little disc to make it stay fresh in transit?
Well, it will have a perfect crust pizza liner, which my friend Eric Bam, that's who he represents. So
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
yeah, so they're the now what's cool about their pizza liners is they got little nubs in the corner so it doesn't slide around. It's not just a round disc, and so um, I actually have found it does make a difference on the pizza, and I like it. And so I'll have to introduce Fireside to Eric.
Definitely. Sam is the owner. We'll get the two of them connected.
And Eric does lives with different pizza owners, and actually Sam would be a good one to talk about just the building and stuff. So I definitely need to get them connected.
Definitely.
He does an Instagram live almost every day during the week where he calls pizza owners and talks about what they're doing unique in their space. So
Sam would definitely be one. He has stayed just this week, have a few tables moved inside, but he put picnic tables all outside the firehouse, which is the oldest standing firehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio, and had it going all summer long, in delivery. So it's been nice to see the business, a local one operation, to stay engaged in the course of this pandemic in which we're living under.
now didn't he have a pull behind as well?
Yes, but they stopped the pull behind, so they no longer have been doing that.
I forget what you call that.
A
pizza
it's
oven
not
on
a food truck, but actually that's what they'd call it, the trailer.
The pizza oven on a trailer.
Yep, a wood fire oven on a flatbed. So I just want to say, I came on because you know me. I sit in the front row of my life, and I just spend time with you and enjoy it all because it's unique in that it stays in the present moment and it is authentic. So I appreciate that in the course of all this time in which we're living in, that whether it's live or live, you have taken a step not only for yourself, but to include those around you that you love and know that are of like mind with you.
Well, thank you, Catherine. One of the everybody should know Catherine is actually, no matter what anybody says, she is definitely the biggest fan of Customer Delight 365. She sends me my own quotes back to me. And when we're in the office, she'll sometimes bring them into me and read them to me, which is even better. I love it. And and she also is part of the team that puts together our newsletter for the company. And there's always an excerpt from Customer Delight in our company newsletter. So I know Catherine's helping choose those. Do you choose those?
I do. And I'm real specific about choosing one from the month in which the newsletter is in. And that also is, I look at what our business is for that month, and I flip and look. And sometimes I literally just did like you did with Sam's. I'll just flip that month and see. But many times, especially during our busy months, I'm very cognizant of the message that we put in the newsletter.
Hi, Phil. Phil Gilks. I know I said your name wrong. Phil's from Canada, Calgary, by the way, Catherine. And Phil actually shares my book every day on his broadcast, by the way. So he's trying to catch up with you, but he's about 4 years behind. He'll eventually catch up. Phil's a wonderful man. We call him Coach Phil. And by the way, Coach Phil, I am a certified coach, and so is Catherine Gardette. She is a certified coach as well. Amongst her many other skills, she's a MSPOD or
Master of Science in Positive Organization Development and Change.
So Catherine's been a great. Before she got the degree, she was a doctor of it. It's like you regressed to get your master's. I mean, a doctor of positivity. So.
Thank you. I wanted to know the real science behind it, which is what I find very funny is that it is a master of science because I'm very creative and artistic. So to have that MS, I still laugh.
Well, I'm sure you have plenty to do tonight.
I do. I'm glad we got to test this, and I'll go out and figure out why SteamYard just stopped being
You
on my
probably have to
Facebook
relink
feed.
it. You probably, I think at you go to streamyard.com/Facebook. It's actually at the
That's what
top
I
of-
will do.
But whatever. And I forgot. So this person who said you both inspire me, I'm pretty sure that's Deborah Gardner. So hi,
And
Deborah.
she inspires us.
Yeah.
Deborah, if that is you, my heart goes out for your Champ. That movie you did for Champ was just so touching.
Very much so. Deborah is another light out there. She's always sharing her joy, sharing her expertise. She taught both Catherine and I about negotiation, her famous talk, Naked Negotiation, and it's always was a fun topic.
Yes.
And she's got many other talks as well, but she's wonderful. We're Deborah Gardner groupies. We see her in DC. We see her in Michigan. We've seen her in Kentucky. We follow you around, and now you follow us around. So it's even better. So, well, like I said, I was going to let you go, Catherine, but thanks for stopping in. We got Marco's on the way. So, but you don't like tomato sauce, or
I don't.
Sorry.
Tell Megan hello for me.
Will do. And
I'll see you online tomorrow.
Tell Charles Chuck said hello.
I will. I will indeed. Ciao.
Ciao.
Share your joy.
Share your joy. Have a great day, everybody.